Hi, my name is Daniel, and I am starting a company called FosterLink. We want to connect foster families together. The idea is that we want to improve the foster care system by making the experience for foster parents and foster children more connected and more meaningful. The reason why this is so important to me is because for the first 8 years of my life, I was a foster child. I was in the foster care system in Wisconsin. I moved around from home to home to home from the time I was a baby to 8 years old. So I was very aware of what was going on. I really didn't have a lot of friends. I didn't know any other foster children. I felt alone. I was sad. I didn't know why my birth parents didn't want to keep me, and why they didn't love me, and why I was having to live with all these different people. I didn't understand that, and that was really hard for a young child that's trying to grow up and develop themselves. And it's harder as well when the foster parents don't know how to help you, or they don't know other people like them, and so they're trying to do good, but you can feel like you're on an island. Um, and we want to change that. I mean, I know that if I had that experience growing up in foster care, that I could have enjoyed that experience a lot more. And unfortunately, foster care is a big issue in the United States. There are about 600,000 kids that live in foster care, and a lot of children will stay in foster care for an average of 2 years. And believe it or not, most foster children are not adopted at babies like most people think. In fact, a lot of children are on the average age of 9 years old, and I was 8 years old when I was adopted. So, I mean, the statistic is very accurate. And some children stay in foster care for 5 or more years and wait years and years to get adopted. And there's always just so many children that need help, and so many few parents that are willing to be foster parents. And there needs to be something that can help the foster parents and the adoption agencies um, connect more and create this community of value that they can tell and show these foster parents, so that there's an increase in foster parents, so that there aren't children that just are waiting to be adopted and waiting to be put in foster care. And that's what I want to do. Um, there's so many issues that come along with foster children as well. Half the children that live in foster care have chronic medical problems. They are developmentally delayed. I remember when I was in foster care and when I was adopted, I was behind in math, reading, and science. I was behind because I was moving from school to school all the time, and I didn't have any friends. I didn't know how to connect with anybody to learn. It was really challenging, and a lot of foster children have emotional problems, as you can imagine, from years and years of being moved around and separated from their parents. And the shortage of foster parents increases every single year. And there needs to be a way to show value in this very undeservedly recognized market. And the social workers are just so overworked that they can't keep up with their workloads. And so social workers aren't always the best resource to build a community with, because they're working to keep up. So what I want to do is I want to create something called FosterLink. It's a private social networking site that connects foster families who are in the same area. What this would do is foster parents can meet other foster parents like them. They can build a support and a friend network. It's helpful to know when other people are doing the same thing you're doing, and this would allow that, because you'd be able to connect and find people that are doing the same thing. Foster kids then can also meet other foster children, so they can build friendships, they can become social, they can improve their behavior and their school grades, because now they're happy and they know that there are other people like them, and they're building friendships, and it can actually become this meaningful experience. And then, of course, the foster community can be connected in areas that could possibly cause for increased adoptions. When you are surrounded by a really strong community of people, and they love what they're doing because now they see other people doing the same thing, and they see the value of it, and their kids are connecting and improving and happy, there could definitely be an increase in adoption, because people who are foster parents who could use this service would realize that maybe there's something more and special to these children and to this community that they want to keep. And this rings so true and so dear to my heart.